According to a new report from the Financial Times, Central and Eastern European countries may find themselves vulnerable during an invasion because of NATO's weak air defences. The Financial Times reported on May 29th that members of the military alliance only have less than 5% of the air defence capabilities needed to protect those regions from attacks. When asked about the report, a NATO official told the Financial Times that its capability targets and defence plans are classified, but noted that its air defence stockpiles have been reduced. One senior NATO diplomat said the ability to defend against missiles and airstrikes was a major part of the plan to defend Eastern Europe from invasion, and right now we don't have that. The official told the Financial Times that NATO's new defence plans also significantly increase air and missile defence requirements in quantity and readiness. The official added that the organisation is confident its deterrence against Russia remains strong. The Financial Times report comes amid heightened concerns that NATO could find itself at war with Russia following the latter's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. In February, Estonia's Foreign Intelligence Service said it expects a significant increase in Russian forces near the Estonian border in the coming years, adding the Kremlin is probably anticipating a possible conflict with NATO within the next decade. On May 28th, Russian leader Vladimir Putin hinted that Russia could retaliate against European countries that are calling for Ukraine to attack Russia directly. Putin told reporters officials from NATO countries, especially the ones based in Europe, particularly in small European countries, should be fully aware of what is at stake. Putin warned that they should remember that theirs are small and densely populated countries, which is a factor to reckon with before they start talking about striking deep into Russian territory. This unending escalation can lead to serious consequences. Some European leaders and military officials have said that Russia could have the capability to attack a NATO member state by the end of the decade. In a major defence review last year, the British government described the challenge of protecting against attack from the skies as being its most acute for over 30 years. Russia's heavy use of missiles, drones and highly destructive Soviet-era glide bombs in Ukraine has added urgency to NATO members' efforts to ramp up defence spending after decades of military budget cuts. A second NATO diplomat said air defence is one of the biggest holes we have. We can't deny it, while a Western defence official said long-range strikes are no longer a superpower capability. The failure of European NATO states in recent months to provide additional air defence equipment to Ukraine has underscored the continent's limited stocks of the expensive and slow-to-manufacture systems. It has also prompted a series of overlapping initiatives to try to find long-term solutions. Last year, Germany launched its Sky Shield initiative with more than a dozen other EU countries to develop a shared air defence system using American and Israeli-developed technology. However, France has publicly criticised the proposal and offered a rival concept backed by a smaller number of allies. Last week, Poland and Greece called on the European Commission to help develop and potentially assist in the financing of a pan-European air defence system, a proposal that Commission President Ursula von der Leyen indicated she would support. At the same time, some EU capitals have suggested raising common debt to fund defence projects. In a letter sent to von der Leyen, Greek and Polish Prime Ministers Kyriakos Mitsotakis and Donald Tusk described air defence as a major vulnerability in EU's security, adding that the war in Ukraine has taught them lessons that we can no longer ignore. The proliferation of cheap, long-range attack drones, as used by Russia against Ukraine, has added to these concerns.